So eine Armee habe ich noch nicht gesehen.
Barbarians. How one man from within the Roman Empire turned the entire empire upside down. That's what this historical TV show is all about. The story is set in 9 AD, during a tense and violent conflict between the Roman Empire and the Germanic tribes. It follows Arminius, a Germanic boy who is taken by Rome and raised as a Roman officer. Years later, he returns to his homeland, caught between two worlds. On one side is the empire that shaped him. On the other is his own people and his birth tribe. Now, Arminius must make a choice. Will he stand with the united Germanic forces or remain loyal to the Roman Empire? And how did this one man change the course of history during a single decisive battle? That is what Barbarians is all about.
Wolf, komm.
40 Jahren lernte Deutschland diesen Chef kennen. Stromberg. Ein Mann wie Mundgeruch, ein menschgewordener Locher.
Stromberg. If you like The Office, then you should definitely try this TV show too. The story revolves around a highly incompetent manager who is lazy, sexist, and often takes credit for other people's work. The entire show focuses on this boss and the employees working under him in a typical corporate office environment. Through humor and awkward situations, the series becomes a sharp satire on office work culture.
Eine der wichtigsten Erfindungen des Computerzeitalters gemacht.
War das?
1994.
Und wann hat Google Earth präsentiert?
2000.
A billion-dollar code. I'm someone who enjoys tech stories and TV shows based on business and innovation. So if you're anything like me, this is a show you shouldn't miss. The story follows two individuals who take on Google, suing the company to be recognized as the original inventors behind the Google Earth algorithm. What happens after they step into court, and how this legal battle unfolds, is what the story is all about. This 4-episode miniseries is based on a true story, making it even more fascinating.
I want an empress to wear our crown with zeal. An empress who's a shimmering light. That is not you, Elizabeth.
Was born of love. Is that allowed?
We're trying something new.
The Empress. This is a historical and political series based on a true story. It tells the story of Elizabeth, also known as Sisi. Her sister was supposed to marry the emperor, but the emperor falls in love with Elizabeth instead and chooses to marry her. This decision pulls Sisi into the strict and suffocating world of the Austrian royal court. After becoming empress, she struggles with rigid palace rules, political expectations, and constant pressure. As the empire faces hunger, protests, and growing unrest, Sisi is caught between her desire for freedom and her duty as an empress. She must survive harsh situations, protect her marriage, and earn the trust of a nation on the brink of rebellion. Anyone who enjoys historical or political dramas will definitely enjoy this show.
Your frightened majesty. I will defend my realm with all that I am.
Grimmer, LKA, was ist denn hier los?
Ja, wer ist tot?
Auch keine Erde.
Der Fußballer.
Der Topspieler der deutschen Nationalmannschaft.
Dogs of Berlin. The show begins with the murder of a famous German-Turkish football star, just days before a major match. His death throws the entire city into chaos, igniting racial tensions and nationalist hatred. The investigation is handed over to two detectives. At first, the case looks simple, but very quickly it becomes darker and far more complicated. As the investigation deepens, multiple stakeholders get involved, from neo-Nazi groups and Turkish gangs to corrupt politicians and police officers. With pressure coming from every direction, the detectives must navigate violence, politics, and personal demons to uncover the truth. How they unravel this dangerous mystery is what the story is all about.
Meine Arbeit fängt da an, wo sich andere Leute vor Entsetzen übergeben. Ja, ich habe schon immer gern mit Blut und Tod zu tun gehabt und dann habe ich mein Hobby zum Beruf gemacht. Schotti reicht.
Sind Sie von der Polizei?
Spube.
Crime Scene Cleaner. The concept of this TV show is very interesting. It's a dark comedy about a man whose job is to clean crime scenes after the police leave. Each episode is a standalone story. He enters a messy location where a death has occurred. But instead of just doing his job, he gets involved in all kinds of strange situations and has bizarre conversations with victims' relatives, neighbors, and even criminals. These unexpected interactions create some brilliant comedy. It's dark, uncomfortable, and often makes you laugh, even though you feel a little guilty for laughing. Through humor, satire, and odd situations, the show delivers something truly unique. I'd suggest starting with just one episode and seeing how you like it.
Das ist der absolute Worst Case.
Du jemals irgendetwas reißen wirst.
Alle erfolgreichen Menschen waren mal unbeliebte Nerds. Nerd today, Boss tomorrow.
Was ist der Plan?
Wie verkauft man Drogen im Internet? Boom.
How to sell drugs online fast. This TV show tells the story of how an unpopular nerd suddenly becomes rich by selling drugs online. The story follows Moritz, a normal student who buys drugs to impress his girlfriend. But things take an unexpected turn. Instead of stopping there, he creates an online platform to sell drugs. And surprisingly, it becomes an instant hit. Very quickly, the business grows out of control. Before he even realizes it, Moritz becomes one of the biggest drug suppliers in Europe. How he rises from being an ordinary student to becoming Europe's largest online drug dealer, and how he manages to grow so big. That is what this show is all about. The series became very popular worldwide and currently has 4 seasons.
But it is conceived in well-lighted offices.
Deutschland 83. This TV show is set during the Cold War era. It follows an East German border guard who is forced to cross into West Germany. His family is threatened, and he is promised medical help for his sick mother. With no real choice, he agrees to go undercover as a spy, using a completely new identity. He infiltrates the West German army to steal NATO secrets that his government believes could prevent a nuclear attack on East Germany. But life in the West changes him. For the first time, he experiences freedom, music, love, and a culture he never knew existed. This creates a deep inner conflict. While being manipulated by both the East and the West, he must survive dangerous missions and try to stop events that could trigger World War III.
Modern world.
Die Bilder sind nach Fällen geordnet. Axtmord, gespaltener Schädel.
Babylon Berlin. The series is set in 1929, during a time of political tension and social unrest in Germany. It follows 2 main characters. The story centers on Inspector Gerion Rath, who arrives in Berlin to investigate what seems like a small blackmail case. But he soon gets pulled into a much larger conspiracy involving stolen Russian gold, secret weapons, corrupt politicians, and extremist groups plotting to overthrow the government. He teams up with Charlotte Ritter, an ambitious young woman from a poor family. She works part-time with the police and dreams of becoming Berlin's first female detective. Together, they navigate the city's dangerous underworld while trying to solve murders and stop political chaos that could change Germany's future forever.
Беспрепятственно пересек границу и находится на пути в Берлин.
Mein Geschmack ist der Herr ein bisschen zu neugierig.
Wir alle sind ein Teil davon.
Dark. Dark is an absolute masterpiece. This TV show explores every possible idea of time travel and weaves them all into one deeply connected story. The story begins when young children start going missing in a small town. Soon after, the dead bodies of children are discovered, with their eyes mysteriously burned. The missing children and the dead bodies are all connected to a mysterious cave, a cave through which time travel is possible to the years 1953 and 1986. Why are the children disappearing? Who is responsible? And how is time travel even possible? To find the answers, you have to watch Dark.
Die Frage ist nicht, wer die Kinder entführt hat, sondern wann.
And if you enjoyed our recommendations, come back and subscribe. Together, let's break the 1-inch barrier of subtitles. We are Non-Hollywood, your one-stop destination for movie and TV show suggestions from across the globe. See you in the next video.